Hello. How is everybody doing? Good morning, Ms. Michaelin. Good morning, Scott. How are you doing? Well, good morning for you. It's noon right here. I'm doing good. Um, Tomorrow is my oldest's birthday, so I have to prep some stuff for his birthday dinner. So I thought, well, I'm sitting here doing some prep, I might as well chat with some friends. So I have Scott from Controversial Cruising in chat. Please hit that like button. Yes, thank you. How was my weekend? It's been pretty good. I'm just going to bring up my guest in the basement and I will continue to chat. Hello, Roxanne.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm just sitting here waiting on a phone call at 2 o'clock or 3.
Well, I figured I'd pop up. I got a bunch of stuff to do. I'll see how much I can get done. I'm going to go till 1 o'clock. Hello, Bill from Warm Strong Adventures. And then at 1 o'clock, we can go over and raid this cruise life. So it's been a busy morning. I was up bright and early. So I'm going to try to get things done while I have the energy. After that, it might fall off. So my son's, or my oldest favorite food is tacos. So, and I know that's my favorite of Meg's too. So I'm going to make some taco stuff, get that prepped. I'll do the meat tomorrow. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? I've done tacos before on lives or video with my own taco seasoning blend. Well, it's one I got offline that has chili powder, cumin, garlic salt, coriander, oregano, and cayenne. And that recipe is under some of the taco recipes. I might put it in again under this description. I'm not going to use it today. Oh no, Mr. Bill. And we lost Roxy for a second. Oh, we'll bring her back up. There she is. Oops.
Oops, I kicked myself.
So the first thing I'm going to make, and wasn't something I had for tacos. This is something I had on burritos first, but when I was on the Carnival Horizon, going to Blue Iguana, I noticed that they had the, corn and beans, black bean salsa on there, and that's one of my favorites. So it's so easy to make, it takes maybe 15 minutes. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. It includes 1 can of black beans, drained and rinsed, 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro, 1 large can of corn, 1/4 cup diced red onion, a dash of lime, and a small can of the Rotel tomatoes. So I'm going to start with my black beans. I have them here. I put them in a little strainer and rinse them off and let them drain. Not much juice left in there. So I'm going to throw those in there. I'm going to stick stuff behind me for now. And then I will throw in, I just use a store brand can of corn. And we're going to can of just the original Rotel diced tomatoes and green chilies. And I tried to drain that real well. I guess I didn't get it drained as well as I want to. I'm just going to pour it in this strainer and see if we can strain it a little better. I just noticed a lot of the juice goes to the bottom of the salsa. You don't get strained well enough. We'll get it a little. Just looking for my spoon. We'll drain a little bit more there. Just get a little bit more of the juice out of the bowl there. And then we'll put that in here as well. So I got a little bit of juice out of that. So the corn, the beans, and the Rotel in there. I diced up a 1/4 cup of red onions, really fine. That's a strong red onion. Woo. It'll be some good flavor. and then about 3 tablespoons of the diced, or what they call it, chopped fresh cilantro. Put that in there. Now, some people aren't a fan of cilantro. One thing I have done when I didn't have cilantro is in my essential oils. Hey, Busby. My essential oils, there is a cilantro thing, and sometimes I just put 1 drop in there, and then you get the kind of a cilantro flavor, but it's not. That's when people say it tastes soapy. And then sometimes depends on what I have. Sometimes I use the lime essential oil.
Hi, Busby.
The green stuff that gets stuck in your teeth. Yep. So I will put 1 drop of lime juice in there, or lime oil. And then I thought I had just these squirt bottles of lime juice, but I don't know where it went. So I noticed that my son and his girlfriend had some limes in the fridge. So I'm going to borrow just a little, and it says a dash of lime, so I'm just going to give it a little squirt in there. We'll use the rest for something else. That's everything in there. I'm just going to stir it up, blend it real good. So they're combined, and then I usually put it in a container, airtight container, and then put it in the fridge. And leave it for a few hours, leave it overnight. Now I've heard referred to as different, somebody called it cowboy candy or something like that. I don't know. I just knew it as corn and black bean salsa when I used to go to this burrito place, and that's the first place I tried it. And then they discontinued it at that place, so I found a recipe to make it myself when I was doing burritos at home during the pandemic. So I'm going to see if I have a tall container handy, not covered, in the closet. Grab the short one, but didn't grab a tall one.
If I could eat those beans, and corn, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, some people have dietary or gut issues. That could be a problem. So I'm not a huge fan of the tomato salsa. I put a little bit, I'll mix a little bit in with some sour cream for my taco bowls. I guess I could have put this in a couple of these. See how much I can get in this one, and then I might have to put some in the smaller one. Plus I'm throwing them all over the table here. My son ordered a bunch of these deli containers, so it's easier to stack things up in the fridge, but sometimes some of the lids are a pain in the butt to get on. Hopefully I can get the rest in this container. So that is the easiest. It's 15 minutes. I don't even think it took 15 minutes. Maybe more like 5 minutes to throw that together. Like I said, just throw that stuff back there. Oops. Piece of cilantro on me. So this container is 32 ounces and this one's 16, so about 48 ounces of salsa. And I'm just going to use one of my towels, wipe that off. And thanks for posting the link there, Busby. Appreciate that. Now, okay. Next, I will prep the veggies for the tacos. And then I will do the dessert. Now, the dessert I've done before, but that way you guys can get another peek at how I make it. Because we still got a while. Of course, somebody's going to message me. I'm going to fix a chat here and leave it for a moment. Okay. let's mute this chat. Turn the notifications off until I change it. Sorry, or whoever's that chat is, but that's not a good time. So I've got a thing I can put veggies and dip in, but I'm just gonna put I can put the salsa in there. I'll put the other things around it, and then it's handy to put on the table. I'm not gonna cut up the tomato till tomorrow, so I'm just gonna put that in there. I'll do the onions and the green pepper today, and I'll do the cheese. I got some other things I want to make too. I did the salsa. I'm gonna get the taco stuff ready, get the ice cream dessert done, and then also today I probably won't do it live because people probably won't have time. I want to make fat bombs. I want to make broccoli salad, but you've seen those before. It is a cool serving tray. It's made by Rubbermaid. Where you go, Mr. Kitty Cat? Investigating? Yep. My son went out and got most of the ingredients the other day for a taco, so I'm just going to prep them, then I don't have to worry about them tomorrow. Though I'm making a mess of this onion, this half of it, because I had partially cut into it to make it a fine dice. So I'm not a huge fan of raw onions, so I finally diced it for this salsa, and I finally diced it for the broccoli salad. But you see me do that on one of my lives before. Try to do this and I keep catching my nail. Nobody wants fingernails in the salad. So that's tacos. So do the taco meat. My oldest likes, I get the El Paso cheesy blasted taco shells because they're like the, what was it, Doritos Lopes tacos from Taco Bell. Meow. Yeah, watch the fingers. I usually don't have a problem, but that half was kind of flimsy. My son's girlfriend went up to take garbage out, and the cats are mad at her because she went out. So they're going to meow. Mom, where are you? I don't. Last time I cut through. Well, last time I cut down, but I also cut in. This time I'm just going to cut down. Nope, feeding time at the zoo. Is that what it is? Feeding time at the zoo? Yep. Please go up and say, "What you doing, Mom?" What do you guys like on your tacos? Or do you like tacos?
I like onions and sometimes tomatoes, sometimes not. I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes, but I like them, so I eat them once in a while. Sour cream, avocado.
See,
that looks yummy.
We're not avocado fans here, so. We've got sour cream in there, we've got salsa. I had a green pepper from my plants out there in the fridge, but somebody must have cut it up to use it. And the other ones out there aren't quite ready yet, so I ended up buying one today. And the kitties went back downstairs. My son went to work early and his girlfriend just got up, so they're hungry. Kelly's had his breakfast and been out. He hasn't really finished his breakfast, I don't think. I don't know. I think sometimes with his heat, he just doesn't feel like it. Up bright and early this morning. We had a board meeting. I helping hands. Lots of interesting stuff, a lot of exciting stuff coming out. Can't wait. Of course, we talked about the cruise-a-thon next weekend too. It's okay. I've already done with that one. Thank you. I'm already done with it, so no worries. So I got the onion cut. I'll do the green pepper, and then we'll do the cheese. I got 2 cheeses here. I need just cheddar cheese for my broccoli salad, and then my son bought Monterey avec, or no, Monterey with jalapeno. Avec is with in French. But basically, it's like pepper jack cheese that you guys have. So I just usually cut around the thing. I just cut a little bit of the bottom off. So it's exciting and awesome that we only have 2 spots left to fill for the cruise-a-thon next week. We have we have 2 spots on Sunday, 11 a.m. and 12 noon. So if anybody's watching this now or watching it on the replay and would be interested in taking a time slot, we would much appreciate it.
It looks so yummy.
See, I'm not a big fan of the raw green peppers. Like, I'll use them in stuff, like in salads, but I chop them really fine. And I put them in my potato or macaroni salad. I'll put them in. I love fajitas. I haven't had stuffed green peppers or stuffed bell peppers. I should do that someday. I guess there's also stuffed pepper soup. That one sounds interesting too.
Oh, I like stuffed bell peppers. But I take mine and I cook them a little bit before I stuff them because I don't like crunchy bell peppers. So I cook them till they're about halfway done, and then when the meat and everything in it gets cooked, you have a softer bell pepper.
It's trying to find that happy medium when I'm doing fajitas. I don't want them to be mushy, but I don't want them raw either. So.
Right.
But for fajitas, I will use any bell pepper. It could be red, yellow, orange, green. I don't care.
Yes, the cruise-a-thon. It's going to be so much fun.
Do we need to do some kitchen CSI? I've got some on my phone. A couple more. Maybe it's kitchen CSI if I cut myself in blood all over. Where did that blood come from? Trying to be very careful. I'm not looking at chat while I'm cutting stuff. Here we go, trying to get that thumb again. I know what the problem is with that. I sharpened this knife earlier. Be right back. Okay, but it's Busby. Scott says can't wait. And Scott and his crew will be having the match game on Friday night at 8. And then Scott's doing just a live on Sunday morning. I believe it's 10 a.m. We have, after this, we're going to do a raid over to This Cruise Life, and This Cruise Life will be doing a spot on next Saturday at the same time slot at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to, at 3 o'clock next week, we have the put a lime in that crew. The bunch of us that are going on the cruise, the ones of us that are available next Saturday at 3, we'll be doing a live. What we're going to do, you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to come and check it out. Trying to think what else. Roxanne's doing a live on Sunday at 1 p.m., I believe.
Yeah, 1 o'clock is what I chose. I've got some ideas I want to run past you for the show.
Sounds good. There's all kinds of things going to happen during the cruises. We were talking about it today. Talking about, future cruises on and how often we want to do them, and hopefully have them figured out more further in advance. But that's all in the plans. Planning ahead. We're going to get through next weekend first. There we go. We've got onion and bell pepper. I guess I'll do the tomato tomorrow. So I guess we can do the cheese. I'm just going to grab another container. And I want some of that cheddar for my broccoli salad, and then the rest can go in with the taco stuff. Grab that so I can mix the remainder of it with the taco stuff. And then we can do the dessert. I just got just a small thing of cheddar. I think it's only half a cup for the broccoli salad. Oh, did I say cheese? You smell the cheese? Well, you're gonna have to wait. So I'll put the stuff for the salad in the...
Kelly's like, I like cheese, Mom.
Yes, he does love cheese. Maybe when I get to the end of it. It's gonna break it in half so it's easier to shred. Sorry, didn't mean to make that much racket. Some of this is for my salad. Yeah. I just found this week when I got some stuff, I was doing meal prep because the week before I did meal prep when I had stuff, and I was more than likely to snack because I was too lazy to make a meal. So here, sit. Good boy. So I think that's enough. Is that enough for the salad? Maybe just a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more, and then the rest can go in with the taco stuff. And Naughty Cruiser is a maybe, yes, for the cruise-a-thon. Danny inquired there. Depends on their work schedule, and we don't get that till tomorrow or Monday. So I'm gonna put that aside for my salad. And stove here, putting all the dirty stuff on it. We'll do the rest of this, and then we'll do the Monterey Jack with jalapeno or the pepper jack. The store brand stuff. But the one I did. We have we have no frills down there. We have Canadian store, which is Loblaws. They have no frills down there. Canadian store. Getting an echo. They have this no-name brand, and then they have PC or President's Choice brand. So, but they're both store name or store brand. I think my son has more cheddar. We might add that to the mix tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see how much cheese we have when I get it all shredded. It's just gonna, the little bits, you know, you can have the little bits on your food. Oh, it's easier for me to clean the cheddar off the thing. There, you can clean up.
Yummy.
So I'm gonna do about half of this pepper jack right now. See how much that makes. Decide whether we want more or not.
Now, pepper jack is a spicy cheese, right?
It's got a little bit of kick to it. My youngest makes a sandwich, a Reuben sandwich, and instead of using Swiss, he'll put pepper jack on there. And instead of using sauerkraut, he just uses caramelized onion with the corned beef. And I don't mind it. It's really good. It's not too spicy. You can't have this cheese though. I don't give you spicy stuff. Kelly got some hold of some taco meat. This is a few years ago. It was only about this big, but he had the scoots for a week afterwards. So yeah, don't give you spicy food. Your tummy doesn't like it. And I'd rather not be dealing with that for a week. So I'm going to grate this much up, and then I'll put that aside, and then I'll do the dessert. And then decide whether I need to make more cheese grated or... So we at 1 o'clock we have this cruise life, and then at 2 o'clock Larry has his cognitive nomad. Those are two good channels to check out. This cruise life with Mark and Rocky. Rocky is a travel agent, but they both cruise. But Rocky's at home right now, and Mark is on a cruise. So they'll be checking in on that.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right.
Someone's here.
No.
Yeah, must be the worker. Who decide to show up when they want to.
Sorry about that, folks. I just don't want the dog getting out. Okay, we're just gonna mute that. I wasn't paying attention there. I don't think anything that's left down there has jalapenos in it. So I'm in there. Should I grab the bigger bowl? Okay, I'm just gonna tidy up this spot and get the other stuff for the dessert. I need a Ziploc bag or two. Ziploc bag for that. And a bigger one for that. Tidy up one mess before I move on to the other. Marjorie says she can smell my delicious food from her house in Florida. I got my dog here that's trying to smell it, and I know you can't have it. And I'm just going to put the cheese in this big Ziploc bag. So decide if I need more. Yeah, I got a pile of dishes that I'm going to end up doing. All right, I'm going to wipe off the table, and then we'll get stuff out of the fridge and the freezer for the dessert. Now, I've done this one before on live or did I do a video? I can't remember. It's on in there somewhere, but we'll do it again so you guys can see it. Move things around. I'm gonna go over here on this side. I gotta grab those two ingredients. And I gotta grab this ingredient. And I need to grab a spatula and a spoon. Did I had everything out? Yes, I did not. So this ice cream dessert,
Yeah, I'm going to step down. My workers are here, but I'll be listening in the chat room.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Catch you later.
Y'all have a good evening. I'll be here.
All right. So this one I did before, and I'll go through the stuff for it. I've used one of my pans before, but mine doesn't seem quite deep enough, so I've just got one of these. This one says it's a roaster pan, but I've got the lasagna pans, just from the dollar store. Trying to get this untaped here. This comes with a lid, and it's one thing when you put this all together, you don't want something stuck. You put saran wrap over top, but you really don't want it stuck to the top of the dessert. So, pop the lid off. Should have done that next time, so. Not rotisserie pan or whatever, roaster pan. Put the lid over there. Now what you need is, you need a 24 pack or approximately, depending on how much you want to make. You just do regular ice cream sandwiches. My son picked up chocolatey chip ones, so that one should be interesting. You want chocolate syrup. I had to go with the store brand BC caramel syrup because they didn't have any of the Smuckers. You can go like 1 or 2 Cool Whip. I bought store brand ones because it was cheaper. This dessert usually runs me about $20 to make, but it's worth it for my kids. And then you need 4 of each. Now I used Crispy Crunch here. The equivalent of Crispy Crunch would be either a Butterfingers or Fifth Avenue. It's like a crispy peanut butter, kind of wafery type chocolate bar. You can see the picture there. Whoops, picture's right there. And 4 Score bars, or if you don't have Score, then you could use Heath bar. And you crush them up. Now I put them in a bag before and pounded them with a hammer or tried to roll them with a rolling pin. Hammer worked better. This time I kind of roughly broke them up with my hands, but then I threw them in the blender a bit, just pulsed it a little bit so they were finer, because you're going to sprinkle that on your layers. The most time-consuming part of this is unwrapping these. Unwrap them, and you're going to put a layer down on the bottom of your pan. Sometimes you have to trim some around with the knife to make them fit better. Sometimes it doesn't quite, I don't know, it's somebody else messaging. In a different chat. Never fails. It's right there.
Well, just bend down and it just stuck to my head. You can't have bread,
We
silly.
had an issue with fruit flies. Had I put up one of those fly strips above the garbage.
Only one with long hair. Not long hair.
Sometimes if people aren't watching, they get stuck to it. I knocked it down the one day I was trying to do something and fell down on top of the lid of the garbage, and then I tried to unstick it from the lid. Yes, just a minute. I'm just putting a row down there. I'm gonna have to trim the corner ones so they fit in better. I'll figure out where I put my knife. Probably behind me. That one will work fine. So you don't like the
onion off of it.
Get the cheese off of it.
I think the Tim Hortons bread is better when it's a day old and in the fridge. Now it's not as hard.
Oh, that's good. Since I rinsed my hands off, I get rid of this messenger thing that's gonna beep at me. Okay. I just got a knife so I can trim. I just want to trim the top corner here because it's kind of rounded in the corner of the pan. Now the downside of this dessert, it's not keto. It's definitely not keto. However, I will be having some. I had treats on my birthday 13 days ago. No, 11 days ago. My oldest was due on my birthday. That was my due date for my oldest. We decided to hang around for another 12 days before making his appearance, the grand entrance. So this one I'm going to have to cut more in half. I'm just going to do it on the edge of the box here.
Have you gone down to Junior Baker? It's where Future Pastime used to be.
Yep.
They have like gluten-free and vegan desserts.
I've seen their posts. I've been by the Junior Baker, and I've never been inside.
I've never been inside either. But my coworker is leaving on Wednesday. It's her last day. And she's got celiac, so I'm going to pick up some cupcakes for her.
That'd be awesome. Very nice of you. Celiac sucks. I had, when I was a cub leader, I had, one of my cubs had celiac, and the dad usually came to camp with him. Dad was also celiac, so was his sister, but she didn't come to camp. But, you know, it's rough because the dad was explaining a lot to me, and like just the cross-contamination of a couple crumbs could make them sick for weeks. And that would really suck. So I need one more. I'm going to stick that little piece at the end. I need one more half. How are we doing? Oh, it's 12:42, so we still got time. But this recipe for this is so easy. Like I said, the most time-consuming thing is unwrapping this. If you have somebody helping you, that helps too. They can unwrap while you're putting it together. This one decided to break partway through. But I'm just gonna put it down the side. So now we got the bottom covered. Now the next part, you take your Cool Whip or your whipped topping. You're not having the Cool Whip either. You're gonna do the light stuff. I've seen it, the regular stuff. I've seen advertised that there's a low sugar one or something in the US. I haven't tried that. So you're just gonna take your whipped topping and you're gonna spread a layer over top. of the ice cream sandwiches. It's up to you how thick your thing, you spread it. I usually do kind of like 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Because I'm gonna have to put another row of sandwiches. And Callie, don't start whining at me because you're not going OUT right now. I did that right before my live. You had to do some adulting stuff, Busby. Good boy. I know. Sometimes I have to do adulting stuff too. Sometimes you can get away with one of these containers like this. I might be able to get it done out of one container. So I've got one layer here that I'm just trying to get kind of even. All right. So it's somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. And I've still got quite a bit of topping left, so let's set that there. So wait a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is crushed up Score and Crispy Crunch, or like I said, you can use Heath Bar and Butterfinger. Callie, I cannot let you out right now. You're just going to sprinkle that over that layer. And like I said, you can, this is on you. You can put how much or how little you want. I like to cover it pretty well because you want some flavor in there. You break it up, puree it. No, you don't have to puree it. Pulse it in a blender or food processor. You can have bigger chunks or smaller chunks. So make sure I really don't have any white spots. Now I was laughing last night because I broke it up into pieces last night as best I could. I put it in the little blender thing today. But I had it in the plastic bag, and I kept the wrappers to just be able to show you guys. I had it in the plastic bag, and I had it sitting down here on the counter, and I had the plastic bag folded over top of these wrappers. I came down later, and the wrappers are sitting loose on the counter, and it's like somebody's been into the chocolate. My son took a couple pieces. So then you're going to take your caramel syrup, your chocolate syrup. I'm just opening these for the first time, so I'm going to take those little safety seals off. Do this one while I'm at it. Remember in my younger days that things didn't have safety seals on them, but thanks to crazy lunatics that thought they, should contaminate some Tylenol, things suddenly became safety sealed. So then you got your layer of ice cream sandwiches. And you can try whatever kind you want. Like I said, that's chocolate chip. You usually use plain. I've seen them somewhere that are like the Neapolitan. So then we got the layer of Cool Whip over top of that, and then the crushed up chocolate bars, and then you're going to take your caramel sauce and your chocolate sauce and just drizzle that over top. Back and forth. Make sure you. And then deal with the caramel. It is so good. I don't even remember was it somebody I babysat for or where I tried this. Might have been at a barbecue. Tried this for the first time. I was like, OMG, that is so good. My kids would love it. And my kids do love it. Quite often you say, do you want this or birthday cake? They'll ask for this. So then we're going to put another layer of the ice cream sandwiches on top. I had a half a bar this way. We've got 10 minutes. loosen my belt just watching you make this. You're kidding, Buzz, but you probably have track pants on. To make sure those are extra stretchy. Like I said, at 1 o'clock, head over to This Cruise Life. And as soon as I get a minute, I'll drop the link. Head over to their Sail Talk Saturday. Copy. And paste that right there. This Cruise Life at 1 p.m. And give them a Mike Land Spoiled Mama raid at 1 p.m. I'll finish the dessert and then I'll end the live. But you go check them out. They're going to help us. Callie, not right now. Callie.
Hey.
I was barking at. This Cruise Life is going to be helping us out on the Cruisathon next Saturday at 1 p.m. at their regular time slot. Like I said, Rocky is a travel agent. I haven't got an opportunity to meet them yet. V got to meet them on the Carnival Horizon. I wasn't with V at the time, so I was kind of bummed that I didn't get a chance to meet them. And then Amy got to meet them just past April on the Carnival Firenze. So it's like, I would really like to meet them. Unfortunately, at the time of our cruise, this October, Mark is going to be on a cruise. Rocky's trying to see if he can find a good deal to go. But it'll be a maybe, maybe not. So fingers crossed Rocky can join us. We'll see. When these get a little soft, they get sticky all over your fingers. Yeah, girlfriend has got a delivery from Tim Hortons. Not sure if she works today or not. I think she does. She's got her work pants on. I've got a little bit left to go there. Like I said, you sometimes have to trim pieces to fit. Kelly's ready for dessert, you know, with the chocolate on there. It's a dumb note for him. Oh, 1 second. Wipe my hands off. Got somebody in the basement.
Hey girl, are you live now?
Yes, I am for about 5 more minutes. 5 to 8 more.
Oh, what time oh, your time. I thought you went live at noon.
My time. I had it scheduled later and then realized that's the same time as This Cruise Life.
Oh.
Well, I moved it up an hour and I'm going to finish making this, but I've put the link there and I've asked people to go over and check out This Cruise Life.
Oh, okay.
Rocky and Mark.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. I'm still tired.
Oh, no kidding. Me too. That's why I'm doing this prep stuff for Nikki's party now. Will I have the energy before I
you're still having the party.
Party's tomorrow for dinner. It's basically because nobody replied to the invitation I sent out, which I'm kind of disappointed, but oh well.
What are you making? Oh, those look like ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, this is an ice cream sandwich dessert. But tomorrow we're doing tacos, which is Nikki's favorite.
What are you doing with the ice cream sandwiches?
It's a dessert. As soon as I get this one cut, I can tip it up and show you.
Sorry, chat. She probably explained all this. I'm just not getting
Okay.
it. Hi, Chris. Hi, Marjorie.
So I have a like a lasagna pan type. I got the throwaway one, and then you put a layer of the ice cream sandwiches in the bottom, and then a layer of Cool Whip on top, and then you got crushed chocolate bar stuff. I'll go over that when I do the next one. We'll finish this layer. The crushed chocolate bar stuff, caramel and chocolate sauce drizzled over, and then you do another layer. This is the second layer of ice cream sandwiches. And I just got a little bit to go down the side here. And like I said,
Sorry, I was saying hi.
and Roxanne was up here, but her workers showed up, so.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess that's a good thing.
So I'm going to finish this last little piece here. Like I said, this dessert is not keto.
Uh,
But I need one little more piece down in the bottom here. So I've got that layer done there. I think I usually bought two of the smaller whip toppings. That's why it's probably one of them is going to do it. You just like Cool Whip or whatever whip topping.
oh, wow.
It's really easy. Ice cream sandwiches, Cool Whip. I crushed up Score and Crispy Crunch chocolate bars, but like equivalent of Score would be like a Heath bar. And Crispy Crunch is kind of like a Butterfinger.
So you're going to put that in the refrigerator?
Yep, it goes back in the freezer, and then I usually take it out about 15 minutes or so before you want it. Yep, one of the big ones can do it. I have an extra one left over. Oh well, it'll get used up on something else. Just trying to get. And then you got your crushed ups. You don't have to chop it up really fine, but I just kind of threw it in the blender today. Your crushed up Score and Crispy Crunch, or Heath and Butterfinger, or what's the other one I said? Fifth Avenue.
Oh, yummy.
One's like Score is like a Heath bar is like a toffee, and then Crispy Crunch is like a peanut butter wafery kind of thing, like Butterfinger or Fifth Avenue. And then you put, like you said, you put as much or as little on there as you want. I might have to turn this, put this down so I don't spill that. Turn this so I can get up to the edges there. I bought this kind of roaster pan because it comes with a lid. I just put a little bit more on because we like.
Where'd you get this recipe from?
I've done it for years. Like I think I might have gone to a barbecue or something.
So you crunched up Heath and Butterfinger and
Well, the Score and Crispy Crunch are just like Heath and Butterfinger.
huh?
Sometimes I put them in a bag and I pound them with a hammer to make them small. This time I just kind of gave it a quick pulse in the little blender.
Wow.
And they got leftover. This is great for putting on ice cream sundaes too.
Wow.
And then
How many ice cream sandwiches did you use? How many boxes?
this box has 24 in it, but with the size of this pan, I got 5 left, so I used 19. And then I just do your caramel.
Oh my gosh.
It's to die for, but my kids love it. Like they will request this over cake for a birthday.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to keep this live. You've never done a video on it.
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure a video or a live I did before a while ago.
And what's that?
And this one's caramel.
Well, what was the other one? Chocolate?
Chocolate, and then this one's caramel. If as much as or as little as you want on there. And there you go. And then it goes in the freezer until you want it. And take it out about 15 minutes ahead of time. It's easier in one of these so that you can cover it up with like a lid like that. I've done it in a 9x13 pan. Sometimes it's not deep enough. And then the 9x13 pan, I'm trying to put either tent some foil over it so it doesn't touch, or saran wrap, then it sticks to it. So you can get a pan that's something like this, or you have a pan that has a lid that's higher. It's the better idea. I'm just going to pop it into the freezer over here, and then I'm going to
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
there we go. Let's make sure it closed without crushing it. Okay. Find my mouse. This is, nope, I gotta go over here. Like this. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on.
Yep, Chris, I was really late. I'm an hour behind.
So I just pinned the link for This Cruise Life to the top. So you guys can head over there. Give them a Mike Land Spoiled Mama raid. I will be back on Thursday with my regular live. And then I'll be back on Friday to kick off the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruiseathon. So I will see you guys next week. Don't forget the Cruiseathon. If you come and see me on Thursday, I'll remind you, but don't forget the Cruiseathon on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'm just going to thank everybody for coming, and I'm going to play my outro. Bye for now, guys.
Bye.